Apparently, the official servers are down. That's very unfortunate. I guess I'll be playing offline today. I've tried to reconnect like 3 times now, and it hasn't worked. So I don't know what's going on with that. So we'll be playing offline today. I changed a bunch of OBS settings, so if there's anything, I need to reload the whole game. That's my second attempt at trying to start the game, and it was like that. But yeah, I changed my entire OBS setup because I invited Mahari and RSPK to drop in on my streams at any point, which means I have to set up Discord now. I'll try and restart the game here in a moment, see if that fixes it. But oh cool, I actually got her to look like a pyromancer. But yeah, what I was about to say is if any of my sound settings sound off, like the game's too loud or something like that, my voice should be the same because I use that across all setups, but the game settings I always have to tinker with. So yeah, let me know if there's any problems with that. What was I trying to buy last time? I was trying to buy this, which is 10k. I can't use it anyways, but I kind of want to grab it just to see if I want to use it. And we also probably, I was thinking about it, I want to do this as well. So I can easier switch between using various things, right? Plus being able to, you know, hold shield and then combust is kind of really nice. Yeah, I'm going to reload the game real quick. Give me one moment. I don't have a BRB button here. Copy. And then paste. And we're going to go ahead and exit, and I'll see if I can get online super fast. Literally doing the Alt F4. I hate that you actually, this is a thing that happens with a lot of FromSoft games, is that you have to literally Alt F4 out of the game in order to get out of the game, because otherwise you have to go through all of the opening loading stuff a second time in order to get out of the game. And I'm just like, please stop. Stop that. I fucking hate it. Okay, let's see if it gets online this time. Yeah, it still won't let me online. Huh. I don't know what's going on with that. It worked just fine yesterday. Yeah. I think that we're going to have to stay offline for at least a little bit here. As unfortunate as that is, because I do think that the invading would have been cool. Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, I'm here in Majula. You even were kind enough to... The only thing I can offer is pyromancy.
What do you have, lady? You have the defense rings for fire, lightning, and dark. She has the temp boosts and fire seeds. And if I get multiple levels of something like combustion, do I get multiple charges of it as well? So like, can I bring in combustion twice or lightning bolt twice, etc.? Because that's tempting to do. Just because combustion's like super good. It's really, really fast. At least I like it. I don't know if it's super good per se. I think, oh man, we have a choice between 2 areas right now, right? So we have Harvest Valley, which is windmills, or we have, shit, what was the other area we have? Oh yeah, we have Shaded Woods. I think between those 2 options, I'm probably going to do Shaded Woods because I hate windmills so much. One thing I would like to ask Azael is that if I have multiple stacks, or if I have multiple spells of the same stack. So let's say I have combustion. Is it going to take my one stack here up to 10, or am I going to have to flit between multiple things on the bar here? I was going to troll you and use a Seed of Giants on you, but I'll go ahead and take that off. Okay. It does one stack increase. Okay, that's really nice then. I don't remember this area. Oh, invisible enemies. Invisible enemies that ignore shields. That's fun. I would say pseudo-invisible. The fog is making them... Oh, that guy has a crossbow of some kind. Whoa! Backstab out of a roll? Jesus, okay. Cool, cool, cool. I was not expecting that. Yeah. Gotta watch out then, I guess. Not sure how I feel about invisible enemies, but it is what it is. Considering it's Dark Souls, I assume there's some sort of mechanic I'm missing. Like a specific type of lantern or something that allows me to see these guys. They look like humanoids, but they have like a fuck ton of poise. Holy shit. Normally humanoids don't have this much poise. He made a fucking noise. Okay. No, 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 no. Please don't kill me. Crossbow bolt goes through shield? What the f... Okay. Oh, everything they do goes through the shield. So they're like ghosts or something, huh? Miss me, bro. Jesus Christ, okay. So they have infinite poise and they go through shields. Cool. Dark Souls 2, you surprise me at every corner. Nah, I'm not going to do that, Azale. I'm playing this game for fun, so if I find an area interesting, I am going to do it. Although I am going to kind of explore it a bit instead of fighting these guys so much. There's no way I'm going to fight that Forlorn right now because we got a bunch of these guys. These weird mooing ghost motherfuckers. This does remind me of an area in Sekiro. There's like a mists area. This is a bad idea to fight here. Are you alone? If you're alone, I'll fight you. trying to catch him while he's blocking. Oh shit, that's not good. That's gonna hurt. Wow, that did not hurt him. Okay. And the increased iframes that I have now is super nice. Okay, sure. He has more poise than I have poise damage. That just seems to be a consistent thing happening here. Fucking hell. Yep, okay. I kind of saw that one coming. That was a battle of attrition for me. I needed to, maybe just parry him, to be honest. That would have been a better call, I feel like. He had fairly predictable swings. I probably could have easily gotten a parry off. Okay. We're going to ignore the ghosts because they suck. And we'll see if we can find that area in the back again. I did get that +1 Chloranthy ring, so here in a second we'll try and see if we can find a moment to put that on. There we go. That'll help a little bit. Stamina is kind of a premium for us. Is that a dude? Oh, it's another one of those ghosts. Interesting that they didn't do anything unique for these ghosts. They just kind of made a transparent human model. Okay, they don't have infinite poise. They just have a lot of poise. A lot of poise. Good to know. It makes it a little bit more manageable. There's a bonfire here. I think I can light it without sitting. They look like player shades. Not really. I don't think I would ever get confused on one of those being a player shade unless it was like walking around and or like standing randomly staring out into the darkness, because that's something that player shades do actually do. Like if they were trying to make them look like player shades, they needed to put a little bit more effort into that. Probably a pot above me here. Curse jars. Slowly give me curse and laugh at me. Being weird. Well, there was one somewhere here. Probably beneath me. Literally or figuratively. I have not finished exploring. Yeah. There's not mist if I've literally just gone one of the 3 ways so far. I don't know what we're talking about with mist. Oh my god. Fucking curse. Oh my god. What was that shot? Go. Not a fan. Where's this other curse jar? That one has a 2-hander. Basically, I might even want to 2-hand my weapon just to make this a little bit better. Be able to more consistently break these guys' poise. Because they do have, like, almost emulating that they have plate mail on levels of poise. I don't remember what's in this chest. That is one of those Leonid guys, though. Did I finish the Bastille? No. I'm just kind of wandering around randomly. There's Lockstone. Hell yes. Happy to see it. Scorpion dude? Sure. I think that Scorpion dude is similar to the boss for this region. I vaguely remember that. Boltstone. Nice, nice. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the end of last stream. I literally just arrived at this region and ran to the bonfire. So I have spent 0% time actually searching this region. That guy has interaction if I have the Ring of Whispers? Oh. That's pretty cool. I might wait then. Go the other directions. I do need to grab the Ring of Whispers at some point. It must be on the roof. This other pot here. I also want to get this item back here. I know that if I go over to that other area, I'm going to start getting attacked by... Oop! I got stuck. In the animation... No, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I want. Yep, it's right there. Running back behind one of these things and heal super fast. Oh wow, he lost track of me really quickly. Nope, can't really aim that. Okay, I will check on that in a moment. Next time we either die or bonfire. I can try and, Yep, I remember this. Okay. Do not want those guys to... I don't want to fuck around and find out with those guys. I don't know if they are curse or petrify, but either way, not good news. I also don't know what those little pits are. I think these are just little enemy... Oop, not just an enemy alcove. Twinkling Titanite. Happily take. It's locked. Okay, can I just bust it down, though? No. Can I knock and get this guy on the other side to open it? No. Yeah, I have spent officially 0% of my time in this zone so far. Like, this is... I literally just ran to the campfire just so that we had a place to teleport to. And then I teleported back to the home base to check on some stuff like the cost of Lucatiel's weapon and stuff, etc. So we are fresh to the zone, and I will admit this is one of the zones I remember very little about as well. So we're just kind of looking around. How many branches do I have? Kind of want to... Yeah, I have one. I kind of want to save one at all times because there's something specific I want to branch at some point. You get my undivided attention. Jeez, I can't believe that guy... Yeah, I'm dead. God, those guys suck! Yeah, but I need to hold on to a branch for the mage, dude. It's a pretty important one. If I two-hand, I can poise break them right away. That'll help a shit ton. Oh, he dropped an awe stone? Well, thank you. I hate you guys a little bit less now that I know that you can drop an ice stone. Awe stone. Okay, now that I know there's a road up here, perhaps we go for this road first. 'Cause he has the crossbow. Nope, they both have crossbows. Yeah, Strad. I'm saving one at all times for him because I don't remember when we run into him. And I feel like it's sometime soon because we haven't gotten a mage merchant yet. So I'm holding on to one for him because he also blocks a really important elevator, if I remember correctly. Or a very useful elevator, I should say, at least. There we go. Yeah, I've run into the dead end on the first wave of the Bastille. I haven't gotten back to the second half of the Bastille because I have just been jumping around between areas. I am not trying to progress. I'm just trying to, you know, play the game, explore, etc. I can't. Oh, hey, it's this dude.
Just wait, you dirty rat. Oh, I remember you. Don't you scare me like that. I thought you were him. That bastard with the ring lives in Brightstone Cove down the way. I'm gonna find him and settle the score. Nobody insults me like that.
I like this guy's armor.
For the good of the world and for my own honor, I won't let that bastard live another day.
For the good of the world, you say? I sort of doubt that that is really part of your motivation. It seems more like you got insulted, so you want to kill someone. Which is, I mean, that is a thing. Brightstone Cave is the worst area of the game. I'll believe you. I don't remember it. I always specifically remember hating windmills. Because it's not just a blight town. It is like a blight town combined with just some really rough enemies just everywhere. Just really rough enemies literally everywhere. And way too many of them. Okay, that was some fucking damage. Holy shit. I don't know if I can backstab these guys. Can't dodge them for shit, though. They have, like, a delayed attack there. You can backstab a lot of enemies in this game, so... Yeah, everything in this area is just like, hey, have you heard about poise? Oh my gosh, that delayed attack. Okay. There we go. There we go. Backstab fishing a little bit, but that's okay. Well, all is forgiven. In time. And all of the enemies in this area make weird noises. Like, this is like some sort of wolf lion dude, and he made bleeding goat noises. Like, okay, Dark Souls, fucking weird. That one looks more impressive than the average. We're going to treat him with respect. Oh, that guy is very resistant to lightning, huh? I had some button confusion there and failed on the wake up combustion. That is not what lions sound like. I might go for a parry. Okay, then. Glad that plate mail's pointless in this game. I go for a parry and he one-shots me. Sure. Thanks for playing. Jesus. Okay. We can do this, but we just need to be more careful. I think this area is, the theme of this area is, have you heard of our Lord and Savior? Tons of damage. Okay. If I go over here, is anything going to be attacking me? I don't think so. I think I can just take these guys out. Oh wow, a combustion also does fucking nothing to them. Good to know. I'd love to learn the parry timing, but fuck, that's risky. And they have 3 different attacks, so if I get the attack wrong, it is going to suck hard. Yep, like that. I'm not even 100% sure they are parryable, because that felt right on the timing. That guy that was in the last stream even said something about the fact that the parry timings in this game with medium shields are not super good. So I'm curious how much of that is on me. I'm going to say that even if the parry timings aren't super good, you know, you can always learn them. So... We're just going to backfire the fish because these guys are, Jesus Christ, that powerful and really slow. There we go. There's another one. Lot of freighter branch of your requirements here, or requests. I'm not going to say requirements. Probably not too many of them that feel fully required. Another Ferris Lockstone. Thank you. I'll feel a little bit better about using those now. If I remember correctly, there's a interesting, it might not be important, but there's an interesting use for a Ferris Lockstone in the warp that I missed. I have 10 parry frames. Yeah, I think that's the case with Dark Souls 2. I know it's definitely the case with Dark Souls 3 because I actually specifically recently heard that the difference between Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring is the difference between 10 and 6 parry frames because Elden Ring went down to 6, which I'm looking forward to learning. That sounds really hard. The problem is that where are they, right? Like, is it Dark Souls 1 where it's literally the time I press the button? And also, whenever I talk about parry timing, I'm talking about, like, you know, how fast they swing. So, like, versus, you know, like that. And those guys swing really slow, so it makes the parry time a little awkward, we'll say. I don't see another way forward here. Did I miss something? I may have missed something. Or is that it on this side? Yeah, I'm gonna get cursed because there's a pot down below. Fun. Starting to get where lockstones don't matter. Yeah. I mean, you usually get more than you need because it kind of assumes, at least this is my assumption, okay? This is not like a factual statement, but it seems to assume that you're going to miss some of them. I need a little bit more stamina so I can get a few more swings in before I have to rest. Was there something over here, maybe? I really do feel like I've missed stuff in this area. Well, this guy goes somewhere. What's back there? A chest. So there's 2 chests guarded by Leonids with freighter branches of yore requirements. Area down there that goes back to the fire. Okay, so I think we're gonna go down a different path of the forest. The only thing in this area that we could do is talk to the scorpion, and I'd very much like the ring first, the Ring of Whispers, if that scorpion has dialogue. And I don't know if I have enough souls for the ring. I think it's like quite a bit more. Okay, so we'll go to back to the fort. Because we've barely explored any of it. I mean, there's 3 different paths here, and we've barely explored any of it, so. In fact, there's probably stuff behind me that I haven't explored. Gotta pretty much be always ready for ambushes in this game. Dark Souls 2 loves its ambushes. Falconer, nice. Falconer's really pretty armor. Impressive. Go. Easily done. I remember someone complaining about this once, and I don't know if I share this as a air quotes complaint, but they were talking about the fact that one of the problems with Dark Souls 2 over the other Souls series is just the huge glut of humanoid enemies. Like, almost every enemy in the game is just a humanoid enemy. And I do agree that that is the case, but I don't know if I agree that that's a problem, per se. Oh, shit. Shit. Now, the only thing I will say that there is a quote-unquote problem of is that every time that you run into an enemy, it's always, like, 4. I get a little annoyed about that. And it's not the worst. But it's just like, I feel like they lack confidence in their enemies being good enough to warrant there only being 1 or 2 of them. So they just send tons of enemies at you. Every boss is a guy with a sword. Yeah. Like, even if you just think of Dark Souls 1, there are plenty of enemies that are just dudes with swords, but there's a lot of boss variety in there too. You have, you know, the Gaping Dragon, you know, even the Taurus Demon, the Capra Demon. You know, a lot of them are more interesting and more iconic, and it kind of makes the game... Oh, I don't like that. It makes the game more memorable. This is another thing that's like inspiration from not even Demon Souls, but King's Field, which is lots of enemies in places where you can't see them that ambush you whenever you walk into an area. King's Field, and in fact, King's Field-like games just love doing that for some reason. I don't know what to call a King's Field-like. I don't know if there's a proper term for that. But like Lunacid, for example, is a King's Field-like. That old school crunchy. Ooh, Dragon Slayer's Crest and Axe. That sounds fancy. Oh, is that guy's axe? Ooh, that thing has nice animations. I could see myself using something like that. I'm a bit of an axe fan myself. Maybe we play Dark Souls 3 with axes. I haven't decided on what my Dark Souls 3 build will be yet. Largely because I don't remember the game super well. Shrine of Winter. I vaguely remember that I can't do anything yet. Yeah, I can't do anything here yet. That's for DLC or for later in the game. One of those two. I don't remember which. I think it's for the DLC, right? That's a DLC entrance. Yeah, DLC and later, yeah. Both. Gotcha. Because I vaguely remember that there's a lady that's in there. We're right by the bonfire. We don't need to teleport back. We do have 10,000. We should go back and buy Mira's sword. Because I still want to see that. Yeah, let's do that. Lets you progress into the castle and also it's DLC. That makes sense.
And you?
I'm not going to murder every NPC, but if I want their stuff, I'm going to murder them. I know I can't use this, but I just want to see its attacks. Because if I remember correctly, yeah, this is a greatsword with unique attacks, right? It's actually pretty nice. But we are kind of running a one-handed build for now. And it's hard to pass up the incredible speed of just a straight sword. I need to move my mic. I can't see my souls. 20,000? We can probably get the Ring of Whispers and the Clever Cat Ring. I think the Clever Cat Ring was like 16,000 or something like that. I might, between streams, look up how many awe stones I need for each, unless someone else wants to look it up, for each covenant upgrade. Because I think that at some point I do actually get something useful from this covenant.
No, you do have a rather good type.
Let's see. There's Silver Cat Ring and Ring of Whispers. Ring of Whispers is 5,800. I think I can afford both. Nice. Very nice.
Satisfied. Oh,
Happily done. So that means that we have two areas we can investigate now. We can go back to whatever the fuck that area was called. The fortress that was at the end of the Giants area. Where is it? We can go back to here, Cardinal Tower. But I think I'm going to hit Shaded Woods first. 30 more minutes if you're down for PvP. Oh, that's a good point. I should probably see if I can get online. So let's go ahead and restart the game super fast. Might be able to just restart by going to the main screen here instead of fully restarting. I showed up and didn't announce it until now. Oh, hey, Marble. There we go. It let me online. I can pick the arena. Let's check something. So I can use red eye stones to check where invasions are possible. Where the fuck am I? There we go. So, can we invade here? No, we can't invade here because it's a transitional zone. Do you have the Shaded Woods available? I can't invade any of these places though, so maybe we don't. Maybe we go somewhere else. Maybe we go somewhere easy where we can clear out the enemies very easily. So, yeah, let's go to Cardinal Tower. Because I was poking around and I didn't see the red eye orb activate anywhere. Come on, are you fucking kidding me right now? This would be a good arena. You can't invade right now. You have to go to bonfire first. Oh, did I turn it off? Oh. Hey, Pori. Welcome to the stream. This is a good enough area, Zale. In fact, if I can clear out this area right next to me, this is about perfect. Because we got this nice little bridge area. Yeah, come on up here, bro. Where's the archer? I think he's above me. Sorry, knife. You have to understand one thing about me, Azale. I do not fight honorably. There is no honor in PvP. Couldn't get wrecked. Good fight, though. I actually tried to parry you at this for a second there. Can't use bonfire. There we go. I look forward to our rematch. I'm sure you'll get me. I don't know why you say it's insane. It's kind of like a dominant strategy, to be honest. In all of the games, parrying is the dominant strategy. It's how you flex on people. Why am I exploring this area? I need to just leave. The delay's not as bad on my side because I'm not because I'm the host. I actually got really close to the parry because I went to the wrong spot. I got really close to the parry because I actually saw the shield thing, right? So I actually got I think I was probably only a few frames off. I got the shield forgiveness, right? Where you get close enough to the parry that the game kind of forgives you for missing. I need to up my damage. Probably go for weapon upgrade first. Oh, there's an area down here. How did I miss this? Jesus. Need to think about how to update your build. Well, one thing to keep in mind is that I was doing more damage than you, so I'm on a +5 weapon. Not sure where you were sitting there, but that's one thing that might change the difference between us. Good +1. But it's twinkling. Gotcha. I don't remember where this scorpion person was. I know we found it just a moment ago, but my brain is already empty. Oh, hey, there's the dark circle where you do all of the dark lurker stuff. I had forgotten about that. I think we go down because all of the dark lurker stuff is in like secret areas. This is not it. There's an area where we have to go through the wall or something like that. Maybe it's here. We have to like actually break this guy free in order to do it. Yeah, problems with speedrunning is that you ended up with nothing. Yeah. Well, this is going to be my last stream until next week, so you'll have some time to catch up. Oh. How are you doing? Did I seriously never go this way? I did not. Budget your time with Dark Souls 3. Yeah, that makes sense. Gotta practice those parry timings. It's all about... I feel like it's pretty close. Like, I might want to go look it up at some point. I'm definitely going to look it up for Elden Ring. Where in this animation and what delay after the button press is the parry. Like, I was really good at parrying in Smash Brothers. So, like, I know I can get good at it. All I have to do is figure out where my timing is. Like, exactly where my timing is. Black Knight Halberd. That's a classic. Okay. Where the fuck was that scorpion? I feel like my brain is empty here. I thought that the scorpion was over here. Parry starts 14 frames. Okay, that doesn't help me. I have to look at an image because I am not a math learner like that. I'm a visual learner. I need to see where on the shield animation itself the parry starts. So I'll probably look up a thing. Normally, whenever I was playing Smash Brothers, I would look up ones that have they have the little hitbox animations, right? So you can see how big the hitbox is, which direction it faces, when it comes out, etc. And those are like the things that are the most helpful to me. God, I swear that scorpion was around here somewhere. I have immediately forgotten where this was. I do not like these ghosts. No, sir, I do not. For anyone who... Oop, that's almost got cursed. For anyone who just recently joined in, we are playing through all of the Soulsborne series. We're currently on Dark Souls 2. I have not been playing Dark Souls 2 for that long. I think we streamed for 3 or 4 hours the other day, and we streamed for like 1 hour on my first day. So we're not terribly far in. I think we're probably approaching mid-game, but not quite there yet. And we're running a bit of a Paladin Knight build, which is something I've not run since Demon Souls. And I even grabbed the Elite Knight armor so that we have a bit of a Demon Souls vibe to us. Running Pyromancies on my right hand, and the Pyromancy is probably temporary. They're not feeling too good, to be honest. Very honorable to not heal. I don't actually heal in PvP, ever. Even against randos. I don't heal until they heal. That's just kind of been my motto. I've done a lot of Dark Souls PvP, and I do not heal until they heal. It's just... I don't know. There's just... Oh my god, I completely missed this. There's just something about it where it's just like it feels... disgraceful? Can't heal as an invader in 2? Oh. Well, then I'm probably never gonna heal then. Oh, this is the lady. We're gonna put this on for now. Ring of Whispers. So it allows me to hear certain enemies. Where's that fucking scorpion? Yeah, I was trying to find this. I actually, no, I already figured out that I should talk to the scorpion first, but I can't find the damn thing. I thought it was around here. Hello? That was the sound. Something's roaring all of a sudden. Did something happen? I want to come up here real quick. It feels like something changed. Oh, yeah. Oh. I thought for a second that was one of those ghosts and that the dude had been killed. Huh. Oh, if I'm gonna fight these guys, I need to heal. These guys are Leonid that bleats whenever they attack for some reason. We are not sure why. They are also very resistant to both fire and lightning, so we kind of have to just take our time with them, because a lot of our damage comes from fire. Since we scale our damage off of faith, which is in fact fire damage. SSR pace so much better in this game. Already have 8 in DS3, it's strange. Yeah, I mean, you do have to consider that it's the medium point between the later assists of the later games where they wanted to give you less, and Dark Souls 1 where you just get shit tons, right? You upgrade them very slow, but you get tons of them in Dark Souls 1. And you can do it from nearly the beginning of the game. And then the healing items in Demon Souls were only consumables, so you could just fucking run out. Although you can buy them. Oh! I know what that sound is. Yeah. It's the Ring of Whispers. I was hearing the Leonid complain because of the Ring of Whispers. Okay. So I wonder if that one Leonid was like special or something then. I need to break this pot, and then I am simply going to get cursed. Which, if you don't know what it does, just basically reduces my mass HP. Oh, I need a little bit more stamina. Please be an Allstone? Yes! Fuck yes! We've gotten like 3 Allstones today already. Which, since I'm in the Covenant of Champions, means that I can upgrade my Covenant. Okay, this is where the Scorpion was. So can I just go down there and talk to them now that I have this equipped? Is that what's going on here? I don't remember how this works. I have not done this in a hot minute. It's 10, then 25. Okay. I don't know, figure it out. Well, we're going to prep a homeward bone so that if we mess this up... Oh yeah, we can just talk to them.
Human, are we? This is no place for you. Are you not afraid of me? Humans rarely come here.
Scorpion Rider?
Those
No,
who
not
do
afraid of you.
Turn back when they see me? Make an attempt on my life. But you are different.
I agree with that. I like monsters way too much.
We once had a master. He created us long, long ago.
Much better than the Scorpion
He was
King.
born with a fatal flaw. He resented those who had what he lacked and became fully mired in hatred. Eventually, he drove himself mad. It was at the peak of this madness that he conjured up we strange creatures. Our master was a tragically lonely soul. Eventually, his solitude eroded his very reason.
Bumped my controller.
In the end, he never understood what it was that he truly lacked. Nobody knows when we were born or where our master has gone. The only ones who even speak a human tongue are myself and my better half. I wish to ask a favor of you. I want you to kill my betrothed. Once, I always found her at my side. But as time went on, things went awry. She became violent, raging uncontrollably. Eventually, she came after me, and we have been locked in combat ever since. We seem to be at a standstill. The wounds we exchange are never lethal. I was born of my master's madness. Perhaps this is some curse. I will be sure to assist you in return. The past, my name was Tar. That is all that I remember. The past, my name...
It's not Tarkus, right? I doubt it. No, Tarkus was a bit chunkier. Bigger. I guess he might not necessarily have actually been chunkier. He just wore chunky armor. Now, I'm curious if that actually is a Seath Scaleless reference, or if it's not, because the Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 universes aren't fully connected. There's some gaps. Most definitely a Seath reference? Huh. Why do you say so? I'm curious what your logic is there. Also, I want to make a comment on the fact that it really did sound like he was saying, oh yeah, my wife has hysteria. Could you just go ahead and kill her? Which is such a Victorian era male thing to say. The area has a ton of crystals. It does? I haven't seen a single crystal. Oh, upcoming area has a ton of crystals. I mean, true. Fair. I don't remember Dark Souls 2 lore, so you might be right. I mean, I do know that there's like 1 or 2 of the everlasting dragons left over from Dark Souls 1. You get a Lord Soul for each of the new guys. Is she sticking out? Okay. I was about to ask if she's sticking out of the ground to talk to me, but no. Scorpioness. It's a great title. Okay. I wonder if my vitality or my armor is behind, because getting 2-shot, I don't really remember that happening very much in Dark Souls. At least not in Dark Souls 2, that is. I might have to update that. But as it stands, we are going to go back into run back mode. We'll go ahead and equip the spellcast short and timing thingy for now, because I don't have anything better to put in that slot for a boss fight. Iron King gives Gwyn, Rodden gives Nito. Interesting. Sinner gives the Witch. I wouldn't have thought Witch. Freya gives Seath. So basically, they have eaten the Lord Souls, which, again, is kind of a weird bit of canon. Because it is canonized that they linked the first flame in Dark Souls 1. And they didn't do the Age of Dark. But if that is canonized, then all of the souls should have been burned up. Okay, sure. 100% missed me, but I I should honestly stop complaining about the hitboxes because they're just never going to feel right, I feel like. I wonder if I can parry her spear stab. I don't know if I want to try. The only reason I say it's weird for the Lost Sinner is because the Lost Sinner has so much Artorias vibe that imagining her having a witch soul is strange for me. Okay. Unblockable. Good to know. Human Night reminds you. Well, yeah, I haven't played the DLCs. This lady has a lot of really big delays to her attacks. Oh, that's a cool way of summoning the homing soul masses. Holy fuck, that's homing soul spears, not soul masses. Okay, I'm dead. Yep. I thought those were homing soul masses, not soul spears. Holy fuck, homing soul spears. That is a wild attack. Is that a thing you should get in this game? Homing soul spears? Jesus Christ. Or is it just like, hey, this boss can overkill a well-known spell? God, that took me by so much surprise. Just get wildly blown away by fucking homing soul spear. Soul Spear is one of the classic Dark Souls attacks. It even shows up in certain elements in Armored Core games. And I think it was in a lot of the... there's an equivalent to it that was in a lot of Kingsfield as well. It's always been a powerhouse of a move. So being able to cast 5 of them that use the homing property, that's wild. Okay, we're going to equip a different ring here. I think I need a little bit more HP because we are a little bit behind on our HP and defense here. And then there should be an item here somewhere that heals me just a little bit. I feel like I have at least something. Fuck it. We have a spell for healing. We're not going to be able to use our spell in the middle of a fight anyways. That might help.
Hey there.
Hey! Hey, Mahari. Hey, talk to Denver Twitch just so I can check if it sounds good.
Okay. How does it sound?
You are too loud, but you are coming through. Mahari jump scare. Accurate. I am playing against the... You've not seen Dark Souls 2. You'll like this boss. You will like this boss. She's a sand nymph, right? Clearly a sand nymph.
Oh, good.
Uh-huh.
A sand nymph? Okay.
I'm lying.
Oh, okay. I think I get it.
Yeah, she's a, what's it called? A trap scorpion, right?
Like, yeah, Antlion.
Yeah. Trap Scorpion's Drider. Very cool design. Very cool design.
That is a cool design, actually.
She boss mode obliterated me a moment ago by using... You know what Soul Spear is, right? You've played these games.
Yeah.
So you know what homing soul mass is, right? Which is the one where you summon like 5 of them and they release, right?
Yeah.
She used homing soul spear on me. I was just like, I'm sorry, what? That is a terrifying attack.
Well, yeah, if you're not ready for something like that, that just kills you.
Yeah, no, I full HP to obliterated. I tried to block it. Don't know why. I mean, I guess I have a little bit of block on my shield, but like not enough to make it worth. Also,
you know, I've always, just like looking at the boss design, I've always noticed that Dark Souls, as a, like FromSoft as a company, seem to do this a lot, where they very much humanize a lot of their bosses.
Yeah, I can agree with that. We were actually just complaining a little bit ago about the fact that, oh my god, the bosses in this game are just all humans, which is one of the downfalls of Dark Souls, but the ones that aren't human, like aren't just like dudes of swords, are very cool. And in fact, a couple of the dudes with swords, in my opinion, are very cool too. Like, I like the Pursuer, which I don't think you've seen. He is a dude in plate mail who appears from a hawk, like dropped by a giant eagle, who floats in plate mail. And I'm just like, I want to play this dude. I want to play floaty plate mail dude. That sounds fun as hell.
I got to see a little bit of him whenever you were trying to open that chest.
Oh, yeah. That was improved Pursuer. He gets harder each time you fight him. He is also just a boss fight at some point, though. Which
I was really glad that he wasn't the if he kills you, he doesn't come back, so you don't get to try again.
There are a couple places where that happens. Fortunately,
that makes me so frustrated. I hated that in Lords of the Fallen.
Oh yeah,
there was like
I've heard that is a thing that happens.
Yeah, there's like a specific boss that he shows up several times, and if he beats you, that's it. You only get that one try. But the thing is, like, at least what I noticed, every time he comes back, he has a different set of attacks that he throws out at you as you get him into lower HP.
Interesting.
So it makes it harder to keep learning him, but it's not fun because I don't get to keep trying.
I mean, that makes sense to me. Like, what I mean is the fact that it's not fun because you don't get to keep trying is what makes sense. Not that they did that in the first place.
Yeah.
I will say the Pursuer has, like, spawn conditions, and they are obviously very well hidden, spawn conditions, right? Because it's Dark Souls. But if you get the spawn conditions, like, for example... Fuck! Hold on, I need to pay attention. How do you deal with this? Fucking hell!
Oh, there's the thing. There it is.
Yep, that was 5 fucking homing soul spears. I'm going to go ahead and say that she is a powerful sorceress. For that alone. Like, I don't care if she doesn't have a single other spell. I really hope that's a spell in this game and that's not just a, hey, I'm a boss so I can do this shit.
I know I'm pointing out a lot of other FromSoft games while you're playing Dark Souls 2, but that's one of the reasons I like Elden Ring, is just how much they let you do in that game.
Oh, yeah. It's actually kind of I almost want to say a new mentality to Elden Ring, which is, if a boss can do it, you can do it, right?
Yeah, you may not be able to do it as big as they do, but they let you get away with a lot.
I mean, yeah, you haven't seen it because you haven't actually beaten Elden Ring, but one of the final bosses for the main game does this really wild, like, literal, like, demigod attack, right? Whenever you make their weapon, you just get that attack. And I'm just like, okay, sure, sure. We have boss. I mean, you literally play a pseudo demigod in Elden Ring, so it is unsurprising that.
Oh yeah. Oh, and yes, no, Azale, I did not beat Elden Ring. I have a severe case of ADD, so I kind of like get distracted.
This is very accurate. Mahari has the worst case of, like, legitimate case of ADD, ADHD that I've ever seen. I'm trying really, oh my god, please. I was about to say the words, I'm trying not to greed, because she's predictable, and then she did this noise, which I don't know how to block properly.
Yeah, I saw the string, you know, you're getting ready to go in, and then she changed. I was like, maybe don't.
Holy shit. Yeah, I have learned from Souls Past that greeting in Souls games is the fastest way to get mucked up. Aw, damn it. We didn't do the thing. I forgot that this was here. You have to get her to break it. Thing?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't get that now?
I don't even know what it is. It's Dark Souls 2. Who fucking cares? There's a piece of stone you can dodge around whenever... Oh! Hurrah for safe zone. So she's Molduga? She's Molduga from Zelda.
Oh.
I was not reading chat, Azale. I was in a boss fight. Yeah. Are you on my stream as well, Mahari?
I am, yeah, actually.
Do you want me to... No, I'm not going to risk Discord streaming. I think OBS on my PC might just literally catch fire if I do that.
Yeah, no need to start a campfire in your room right now.
Yeah. It's garbage, I know. Yeah, that's fair, Azale. That is completely fair. For anyone who wasn't here at the very beginning of the stream, which is everyone. Oh, the dwarf area. This is one of my favorite areas. Doors of Pharos. This is a cool as fuck area. And it has some really hard enemies in it. Those fuckers over there are so brutal. We're gonna try and fight one. They're like elephant dwarf warriors.
Elephant dwarf warriors. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, the reason I say dwarf warriors is because they give me serious dwarf vibes, but they're definitely, 15-foot tall elephant people, right? And if I take a single hit, they're probably going to insta-kill me.
Love the design, actually. I guess I can say that from what I've seen of Dark Souls since we started playing on stream, a lot of the design seems kind of cool.
Yeah. Excuse me while I take a quick snack. Jesus Christ. Bonfire? I didn't see one. I'm sure there is one. I just didn't see it yet. Also, it's not that big of a deal if we die here, because there's basically a straight line between the boss to here, so if I drop my souls, who gives a fuck? Who gives a flying? I think there's a bonfire down there. I can see the glowy. No. Ah,
oh no, that's just firelight up there.
Yeah, it's one of those occlusion thingies going on there. Discord streaming is horribly unoptimized. We actually Discord stream constantly, me and my friends. Me, Dylan, RSPK, and some others basically stream for each other all the time, which is actually how I got into streaming, is because we did that shit. And I was like, this is fun, doing it for my friends. Maybe I should do it for 100 other people. What do I need? Large Titan shards. Well.
It is worth noting that watching RSPK stream Darktide is both inspirational and disappointing at the same time.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's the best way to make you think you're bad at a video game.
I know. His reaction time is insane.
Yeah, it is a well-known fact. And if he was around, he would hate me for saying this to the core of his being. But it is a well-known fact that RSPK is so much better than the rest of us at Darktide that it is not even a comparable thing. I'm having some serious problems with taking a shit ton of damage, so I'm going to blow all of my souls on upgrading my armor, which is a thing that I don't think I've ever done in a Souls game before. So, good on you, Dark Souls 2, for forcing me into this.
Aren't the upgrade materials in this game limited? Like, they're very, very finite?
No, so, yes and no. They become unlimited incredibly late into the game. And I have to keep certain NPCs alive. Like, if I kill this chick or the father, either one of them, I'm basically screwed on that front. But they are very limited for a very, very, very long time. Marble says, I agree. Doing it for my friends is fun. Unfortunately, my little Lenovo laptop hates it. Fair, yeah. I am going to do some side stuff now that I have the clever cat ring, silver cat ring. I have said that wrong every time.
But how close are you to, like, the end, as far as you know?
Well, there's two answers for that, Mahari. First is, I don't know. The second is, I have not yet decided whether I'm going to be doing the DLCs, so that changes it pretty dramatically. So if I do the DLCs, I'm, like, enormously far away from the end, right? Because a couple of the DLCs are... If I remember correctly, if I do all of the DLCs, it is about as much content as the entire game, right? Like, I'm basically playing the game a second time over. Can I land on that one? Dark Souls 2 has much better hit points.
Dark Souls 3 is the painting thing, right? This is different in this one.
Dark Souls 1 is the painting, and then Dark Souls 3, you go back to the area you're talking about.
Ah, okay.
The painted world.
Because 1 and 3 were...
Fuck you, game.
Directly connected?
They're 1, 2, and 3 are all directly connected. 3 is, how should I say? 3 is kind of connected to 1 and 2 directly. Like, it's sort of fuck how. It's sort of like 3 is in fact the culmination of the lore in 1 and 2 because I'm trying not to say too much because Azale is currently playing 3 and I want to avoid spoilers for it. But
oh yeah, good to know.
The lore for 3 is sort of like the end of all of these worlds. So there is some references to Dark Souls 1. There's even a reference to Demon Souls. And then there's references to Dark Souls 2 as well. But I would say that they try to reference. I just realized I'm doing something stupid. I have 22,000 souls.
Oh goodness.
I should not be doing this. This is a one-way trip. I think I have to bonfire Sedek or sorry, Homeward Bone in order to get out.
See, less than.
Yeah.
Can I up? No, I don't have the upgrade thing. Okay, so we've been struggling with HP. So that is 30 HP. That's 3 HP. Okay, so we need a couple points in here so we can do that. And then I've been struggling with stamina as well. That's a tiny bit more. God, my laptop is 9 years old. My PC is 8 now, I think. So we are just a couple days ago when Morrowind Remastered came out, I had realized that the PC graphics race, which I have complained about many times in streams recently, the PC graphics race has finally gotten to the point where new games that are coming out are pushing graphics so hard that my PC is finally at the minimum specs for these games. Oblivion and Monster Hunter Wilds has forced me to use outside means to play them, which feels bad.
I can understand that. It's weird to look back and think that there was a time when I was very young that upgrading your computer almost cost less than a console, like just replacing a console.
I don't remember when that happened, but I believe you. But I'm just like, last PC I bought was $1,500, so consoles have always been like $300 to $400. I believe we don't need to be here.
My original purchase of my computer was like $900, I think. And I had some hand-me-down parts, like I got a monitor and everything for free, but upgrading it usually was a lot cheaper. Mostly because like advances were slower and cards were more common. So you could get a really nice video card for like $400, maybe less.
True.
If you buy it from the right place.
I think my 1080, which is the card that I have, was, I think it was like only $300 worth of the price. How do I do this? Because I can't
Can you break those?
I just tried and... hold on. Maybe I can aim over there. No, can't break them. I don't have any other ranged attacks. And I don't think I can jump through there. I think what I had to do is I had to fall down specifically to this area from up there. Actually, we're going to try this for a second. I'm going to try and stream to Discord as well for this channel so that you're not on a delay. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh, I just saw your message. Yeah, I don't get messages on Discord whenever I'm streaming, by the way, or recording. So I would have never seen that. But yeah, I'm not going to be playing White Knuckle today because I've had a stressful day and it actually hurts my hand a little bit to play White Knuckle. Mostly because like it is a White Knuckle game for me. It's like it is vaguely stressful to play, right? And right before streaming, I was rock climbing, and there was a pro rock climber there today, and he kind of encouraged me to push myself. And God, I was so tired, I almost took a nap afterwards. Like it blew out my endurance. I'm too old for that shit. Oh boy, it was so fucking hard. And afterwards, he's like, "Oh, so you can climb another wall?" I'm like, "Why would you say that?" He's like, "Cause you're still walking." I'm like, "No, I'm going home."
Well, that's a that person is dedicated to the sport right there.
Yeah, he's been rock climbing. I actually know him from whenever I was a kid rock climbing. He's been rock climbing for, man. Okay, so he's like 44 and he's been rock climbing since he was 12. So he's been rock climbing for 32 years. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, but when you love something.
Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, so I need to drop on that side this time. And then this door up here, there's going to be a door up here, and I can't open it. This is the dark storyline, which I will not be doing. Yeah, that's one of the Dark Lurker doors. Yeah, I can't do that. I don't even remember how to do that. I don't know if I care. In fact, I actually know that I don't care. Because the Dark Lurker boss is kind of bullshit. She is insanely hard, and is a multi-fight at the same time, because as you start doing damage to her, she clones herself. So that's a massive, like, ooh, Ring of the Evil Eye +1. Very nice. I love Ring of the Evil Eye. It's basically, fuck, what was that called in Dark Souls 3? It's the one where it's the one that's in every game where whenever you kill something, you get a chunk of your HP back.
Oh, yeah.
Always love. Especially
Honestly,
in this game,
that
because
one...
there's... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. I found that one the most useful, and again, it was Elden Ring, and I think it was enemy, like, density really affects that.
Well, not only... Oh, I put my shield on the wrong hand. Not only that, but it was especially nice in Elden Ring because of co-op, right? So, like, you wanted to stay with your friends for longer. So having the extra healing was really beneficial for that.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of times where we'd be trying to progress, and I'd one or both of us would get our butts kicked, and then we'd have to stop.
I don't want to go down there. I don't remember why, but I'm 90% sure that's a trap. I might have to go down there. One of these times I'm going to run into a mimic, and I'm going to have no idea what the tell is, because the tell's different for this game. Ash Knuckle Ring. Petrification resistance. Who cares? Just avoid it. Just dodge, Paka.
Just dodge, Baka. Oh, well, I guess you get to find out now.
Ah, this is why we don't come down here. I remember now. I tried to shield, and I had my catalyst in my left hand, so my character did the 7-year-long animation of pulling up my catalyst.
I liked how your character looks at it like, oh no, this isn't me.
And then died horribly. Fuck it, we go back down. Which involves stripping again, but it is what it is, I guess. If I'm gonna strip, I might as well look pretty while doing it. The fall damage in this game is drastically affected by your carry load, and then the Clever Cat Ring, or whatever it's called, makes falling damage. Okay, that was a little close for comfort. But the Clever Cat Ring makes falling in certain areas even possible. So, like, obviously with the amount of damage I just took, that would have killed me, right?
Yeah, I saw some funny clips comparing fall damage throughout the Dark Souls years. There's a funny clip of a guy in full armor who, like, trips over the side of a, the crenellations of a castle. He just pancakes and dies.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure it was Dark Souls 2.
I would not be surprised, especially if he was in full plate. Because that is a very Dark Souls 2-ism of, like, I have fallen 3 feet. I suppose I am dead now. Elden Ring always felt like I had the worst falling, but I watched a Zuli the Witch video that was actually, talked about it properly, and it actually has the most forgiving falling, but the problem is that you can jump really high in the air with Torrent, So it feels like
Yeah.
the falling distance is shorter, but in actuality, you're just ridiculous, and it means that oh, I don't need the clever cat ring, and it means that you're getting yourself into trouble because you have ridiculous, you know, near flight level jump distances. Fuck you. Oh, it killed itself. That's funny.
Oh, useful.
Really gotta time that correctly.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wager they don't have hit stun.
Ooh.
At least they deal with themselves, though.
Okay, one of those Lord's Knights over there. Great heal. Very cool. I'll probably replace my heal with that, because I never use my heal in combat anyways. This is the weakest version of Lightning Spear, but it's still really good against certain enemies and does 50% more damage if they're in the water. What?
That was an interesting hitbox.
You're telling me. You're telling me.
That guy's not so bad.
No, he's not bad. In fact, I'll usually parry them, but I didn't know what Sword and Shield was like. Normally, I fight the Shield and Spear, so I wasn't going to risk it. Plus, we were in water, and that has nothing to do with parrying them, but it made me feel nervous. Oh, man, what was I going to say? Shit. My ideas have leaked out of the corners of my brain. I know I had something I was going to say.
Tends to do that.
What now?
Fighting in these games tends to do that.
Yeah. Well, this looks awful. I don't even remember this. I get this vibe in my soul that I'm in an optional area right now. Guess you know, I'm going to take a clue here. There's a lot of bloodstains.
Yeah. Something definitely goes wrong here.
I think what goes wrong is people trying to jump across, right? Let's watch. Yep, they jump across and then they roll. Okay,
yeah.
I did not know that happened, where they all activated the same time. Hold on, let's watch a recap of that. That is amazing that they all activated. Why didn't it happen the second time? And there we go.
There they go. Look at them
beautiful. So the lesson is we go over there, not down there.
go. Yeah. It almost happened anyway.
I will. There's a wall there. I believed. You know what the best part is? You could have just walked over here and gone down the ladder. So all of those guys died for literally no reason. That was just that's an amazing trap, though. It's just like a really appealing jump that will definitely murder you. I remember there's a way in this game to guarantee that you land and not roll. I think maybe it's to attack as you're landing. Because it's hard to stop yourself from rolling when you land in this game, which I am so incredibly, incredibly happy they removed from Elden Ring. You almost never roll whenever you land in Elden Ring.
Yeah, unless you want to.
My brain just had a twinge. That's a mimic.
I mean, you could always find out, yeah.
Okay. I will say, I'm examining the chest closely. Hold on. Because there's supposed to be a tell in all of the games for when something's a mimic. Okay?
Can't you just hit it?
You can break chests in this game, so if I hit it and break it, it'll destroy what's inside.
Oh.
Yeah. So there are
Clever.
handles on both sides. It doesn't move or anything, nor have any teeth. I feel like this is a mimic. I feel like I remember this being a mimic for some reason.
Alright, I'm gonna place my bet. I don't think it's a mimic. I think that something is gonna come down here and kick your ass as soon as you
I mean,
try and
look at
open it.
this. Right? I could watch these bloodstains. Oh my god, there's like fucking 40 people died here. What the hell? And then this one guy died.
He probably fell, though.
No, it would be at the top. It's like 5 seconds back.
That's fair, yeah.
So. Not a mimic. Really. Token of spite. so something down here murdered everyone. Oh, I remember this zone.
That sounds ominous.
Yeah, I remember this zone. Okay, we have to watch out.
Some SCP action right here.
The gutter. Yeah, these statues, some of them are, they either shoot out poison or fire or spikes, one of those. I'm not sure if I remember which. I remember doing this area with, Reiko, and this was the area that we decided to do alone because one of the two of us always died.
Ooh. Oh,
Oh, hey, look, a bonfire! Jesus. I just went quiet because I'm like, I'm dead! I'm gonna check something over at the bonfire. Oh my gosh, fucking fuckballs.
That's suspicious. Oh, there's an item in it.
I was just looking at the wall. That's disgusting. Oh yeah, you want to see a unique mechanic to Dark Souls 2? Hold on. This is actually the area you're
lighting
supposed
thing.
to do this in. Yeah, you're supposed to actually keep a torch out in this area.
Oh, do you get something for doing that?
Nope. Just so that you can see. This is one of the areas that was originally meant to be pitch dark, but they sort of abandoned a lot of the lighting model like right before the game came out because something, I don't remember what the reasoning was, but like something didn't work with it. But one of the biggest points of Dark Souls 2, whenever they were like announcing it and everything like that, was this trailer talking about, you know, having your torch out and doing like lore walks into pitch dark caverns and requiring lights in order to explore. And it's just like Dark Souls, darker than ever, or something equally lame.
Did this come out in like 2010 or was it 2011?
This is 2000. It's 11 years, so 2013.
Oh, okay.
This
Yeah, it was kind of around the same time as the big lighting push for graphics.
just looks like a thing. Like if in Zelda, if I did this, a Korok would appear and I would be really hateful. Because I hate Koroks. Koroks are the least good thing that has happened to Zelda in the last 20 years.
I remember you telling me how much you hated Koroks after your playthrough of Breath of the Wild.
Oh my god. They are legitimately toxic.
Just all the time you spend exploring and then all you get is a Korok seed for your trouble.
It's not even that. It's oh my god, that was 75% of my poison bar. Nice. It's not even necessarily that. That's not what my problem with it is. It's let me give you a real life situation here, okay? Say that you climbed Mount Everest, right? You worked hard, you prepped, and you climbed Mount Everest. And when you get to the top of Mount Everest, there's already a person there, and they're like, "Hi, welcome to Mount Everest. Here's your tourist reward." And it's just like it delegitimizes your thing because there's already someone there, and they give you something fucking useless. And it's just like, I feel like you just slapped me in the face. And the worst part is that, like, they're so useless. The Korok seeds are just so useless. There's so many of them that you're never going to use 99% of them. Unless you're going for, like, the 999 Korok thing, right? It's just pointless. And it just ruined things that I felt like were going to be otherwise really good moments. Where I was just like, oh wow, you know, I climbed to the Twin Peaks, right? And I got really excited that I was like, oh, I got halfway up one Twin Peak and I realized that there was a shrine in the other Twin Peak. So I climbed to the top so I could down climb the other one. And I get to the top and there's a Korok there and I just fucking left. I never went back and did that shrine. Oh, that's not good. I know what that is. That is, I don't know what to call it. It's basically, fuck, what are they calling D&D? It'll destroy my weapons. I was trying to think of what...
monsters.
Rust monster. Thank you. I knew you would know what I was talking about. That's a hitbox.
Nowhere is safe.
I am behind someone. He swings forward. I take damage. You know, I said like 20 minutes ago that I was going to stop complaining about the hitboxes, but I may have
I mean,
lied.
fair enough on that one, though. That one, it literally swang away from you and hit you anyway.
I mean, this guy looks like he doesn't know what he wants to be in life. Like
He's in the midst of a. Thought that was funny.
his model is just like stretched thin. Poor thing. He didn't have animations. He just had model manipulation. Poor motherfucker.
He was in the midst of a transformative experience. Okay, he's just figuring himself out right now.
I mean, I approve. Everyone's welcome, but maybe do it somewhere else where I don't have to see it.
Maybe do your weird body contortions off screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a trap. I mean, this area has been fairly chill so far. Okay, but what is the trap, right? Is there stuff on the ceiling?
Probably a trap floor or an explosion.
Okay, that's a good question. That's a good call, Mahari. If I were to trap floor there, I would not die. Okay.
No way.
The smooth and silky stones are useful. I can go turn them into the crow ladies. Braided branch of yore. Thank you, please. That is like a.
There's a thing in that
That's
jar right there.
There is.
Yeah, right behind you.
Good shot. Good call. Huh, nameless soldier soul. I'm fine with that.
I have the benefit of putting all my concentration into my eyes right now.
The fragrant branches of yore are kind of like, well, I'm glad I knocked a tiny piece of stone on that. That's death. And rude. The tiny branches of yours are like key items. They let me unpetrify things because there's petrified NPCs like across the entire map for reasons. To be honest, I don't know the lore for that. They just are. And a lot of them are in really unfortunate and annoying locations, like blocking doors or in the midst of opening chests. And there's kind of
get them out of the way.
Yeah, you need to get them out of the way, and then usually it's kill them. There's a couple that are actually NPCs. Last time I was streaming, I was telling the story about how because someone hit me with a torch and stopped me mid-swing with a two-handed fucking sword. And I was telling the story about how you once told me that the torches in Elden Ring were the most overpowered weapon in the game. Because that's a formative memory of that game for me.
I got a lot of good use out of that torch, and holy moly, that guy hit you hard.
That's the first time I've been hit in this zone. Holy shit, I think I'm under-leveled for this area. Damn.
Yeah, he's not even worth that many souls.
I was a tiny little zombie. Okay, maybe that's why this area sucks. On top of the poison statues that somehow spit poison. Trust. Okay, they're all
Zero
dead.
faith.
I mean, they look like hollows, right? They look like generic hollows.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah, on
Oh, you
top
can
of the
even hear one.
yeah, on top of the poison enemies, we also have enemies who have unrealistic amounts of damage. Okay, so we know what a chest looks like. I looked at one too closely. This has two handles, nothing weird on the back, nothing weird on the front. I bet it's going to be something silly, like these little iron slats, right? There's going to be like one instead of two. And that's going to be what the mimic thing is. But I haven't seen a mimic yet, so I'm paranoid about what they look like.
You know what's going to make me laugh? If you get all the way through the game being cautious about mimics the whole time and never find one, only to discover that they're not even in the game.
I think they are, but it would be plausible for me to not find one just because, like, I didn't do enough of the game, right?
Part of me wants to go look it up just so I can know and then not tell you.
I mean, that's what Ralph used to do. Anytime I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing here, they would look it up and then be like, be like, okay, I know. And I'm like, you're not going to tell me, are you? I'm like, no. You wouldn't want me. It's like, you wouldn't want me to tell you anyways. I'm like, true, but it still feels awful that you know now. Just sit there and laugh at me. I mean, they didn't, but like, it would feel like they would, right?
Yeah, this would just be for the long game.
I almost just died. There was a zombie behind me with a tiny ass fucking sword.
He's coming.
Oh, I just saw it. They don't have normal swords. They had dark enchanted swords. It like glowed. That's why it's doing so much damage.
I would wager, and I don't know if this is true, but I bet you if you put a torch out and then they try and hit you, it won't do as much damage.
That may or may not be a mechanic. I can't say for any level of certainty because I don't know the Dark Souls 2 mechanics. I mean, I literally just learned yesterday why I had no dot frames, and that's because there's a stat for that in this game apparently. Oh yeah, you were there for that.
Yeah, I was there for that one. Yeah.
That's a new one.
Oh, there's a new one. Okay.
Well, I'm glad that attack has literally no opening frames. I almost expected him to have a kick attack.
Why have a kick attack when you can just attack forward?
Yep.
Much more efficient.
Jesus Christ. I just heard something land behind me. Yeah. I'm waiting for these guys with these torches to do like 900 damage. That seems appropriate at this point.
You know, that flail attack, I think that's been in every FromSoft game ever.
Well, I can tell you for a fact that it was in FromSoft 1, Dark Souls 1, because I just saw it like Monday. So
yeah, no, it's in 1.
Yeah, and I know for a fact that's
sure
in
it's
3.
Demon Souls.
Yeah,
it's in 3. I've just seen it here in 2. I know it's in Elden Ring.
The Demon Souls is the one that would be a
Bloodborne.
question mark for me, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure it is in Demon Souls, but I can't 100% say that because that's a little bit before my time when it comes to the Dark Souls universe. I didn't really get into Dark Souls until 3. Oh no. Oh no.
It's fine. It's just annoying. I thought for a second they were going to knock me out of the air.
Now, I know it wouldn't have been funny for you, but it kind of would have been funny for me.
I'm at the end of the motherfucking area, you asshole.
Like, I would be mad if it happened to me, so I get it.
I would have been hearing about it if it happened to you.
Yeah, I'd be like, Justin, or Areima, this thing, it happened. How do you stop it?
Yep, 100%. I'm actually going to... There we go. I can't actually equip the Great Heal, but I need to level Faith anyways, so that's fine. That's fine. Do I not have a way in there? Oh, I just guessed.
Well, there you go.
Let's see. Is there a reason? Just not. Let's just not. I feel like that's a
pretty cool
boss.
backstab, though.
Yeah, they definitely have a dark attack. It did the chunk damage through my shield because it's elemental, right? Yep.
I'm switching between the stream and the two streams. Yeah, it's the Discord stream that's lagging just a little bit. No big deal.
Are you talking about lagging how?
That's just dropping a few frames. But
okay.
your regular stream is fine.
Good. Good to hear, actually, because that means that Discord is intentionally not taking priority. What does OBS say? 6,700 kilobytes per second. No drop frames. Yeah. I get a little red warning, although I don't normally see it, but I get a little red warning if I'm starting to drop frames. That was an explodey dude. I just reacted. I mean, that is pretty cool to look back and see where I've been because I've lit the bonfires. Or lit the fires of Gondor or whatever.
The beacons of Ministera. Yeah, no, I could see that being kind of neat. That's a hard pass for me, whatever that is.
Fuck me.
Yeah, they just kind of like run into you and do damage.
I would
it
like to
seems.
point out, I just upgraded all of my armor like 4 times. Can you imagine how much damage I would have just taken? Okay, they're dropping a lot of poison mass.
Would have been a death.
Oh, was that an ant queen? Yeah, that's an ant queen. Interesting.
Huh.
We're just gonna top off real quick because we can't really heal during combat anymore. Now all of China knows you're here, pretty much. Okay.
Suspicious.
I'm morbidly curious. Quite something. Pointless ahead and then despair. Oh, I know what I should do. Hold on. Can you speak? I don't know why I hear lion roars every time I put this ring on. Unsurprisingly, the ant is incapable of speech. I mean, I could kill it, but it's just like a... Oh, you know what? I know what... I bet I know what that is. Hold on. Okay, we're going to do some
curious.
science real quick before I talk out my ass. I just need to find one of those statues and not fall down a hole. Okay, there was a bunch of them over here.
Wow, instant poison.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Oh, hey, there's ground down here.
Science.
I am being punished for doing science, apparently. The game is punishing me. How rude. Okay, let's try that again, but not the dying part. There we go. Fortunately, my souls were right there, so I could see where I was going. And then come around
Are you
here.
even gonna live long enough for this?
Yeah. Yeah, Vestus lasts for a reason. Yep, I was right. Here's poison. Completely fucking useless. Because by the time you got there, you would be already dead, right? Because the poison does shit tons of damage in this game.
Yeah, I saw you get poisoned the other day. Oh my god.
Wow. Okay. Fuck me then.
he just deleted you. He was just, I'm done with this.
Oh.
I'm getting a promotion. It's time for me to kill the main character.
Jeez,
Another funny way to look at that is that's what happens when you pay your henchmen enough.
Oh, it's just like, it's not even that you pay them. It's just like, hey, I'm a level 20 of adventure, and weapons no longer mean anything to me. Let's give all of you guys plus 10 weapons. Something.
I've been that party, actually.
I was about to say, that's something Areima would do. It's just like, yeah, let's just, you know, we don't need this adamantine axe of plus 5 slaying. Let's go ahead and give it to this level 2 dude we know.
Oh, yeah. I've watched him do that, where you try to hand him like a plus 5 Vorpal sword, and he's like, you know, I could use this, but instead, I'm just gonna give it away.
Yep. Yep. I've had Armel do some pretty I've stopped being infuriated by it. Let's just say that.
You can't give him mundane things and feel safe. I gave him 2 barrels of oil once, and he wiped out a dungeon.
I was about to say, that's possibly the most terrifying thing you could give him, is anything that explodes. Oh, I'm dead. Yep. I got stuck. As soon as I pressed the button, I got stuck in the Estus animation, and I'm like, even if I fully heal off this Estus, that man with a broken fucking sword is going to hit me like with the power of 1,000 suns.
More like 1,000 anti-suns.
Poetic.
He basically stabbed you with a black hole. Very scientific.
He stabbed me with myself. Sad face.
He stabbed you with the darkness in your soul.
This is like overly personal, but I'm gonna share it anyways. But my sorry, I just saw what was going to happen there. Chill.
Okay. He's having a moment, okay?
Sorry, I was really
that damage.
allergic to tetanus, Marble says. That's very funny. That's actually really funny to think that they don't actually have dark swords. Someone just enchanted them. Not covered them, but enchanted them with tetanus.
What a dick move from a wizard. Are you gonna make my sword magical? Yeah. What are you gonna give it? Tetanus.
That feels like
God.
that feels like a cyanide happiness strip at that point.
Now that right there is something I could imagine my lass doing. Oh.
Yeah.
I suppose for reference of those in chat, we are part of a group of D&D players, and we're all GMs.
Yeah.
We've been doing it for like, what, almost 25 years?
Oh no, I'm not on that point. Cool. I think I have been DMing for 12, but I've been in people's games for much longer than that. It took me a long time to get around to wanting to DM.
I started running my first games when I was 16. Not that they were any good, but
I ran a game for me and Reiko when I was 16, like with just like it was like D&D 3 or D&D 3.5 player's manual, and we just kind of tried it out in his room, just the two of us, and then didn't do it again for fucking 10 years. It wasn't that I didn't like it or anything. It was just like, this is weird.
I mean, if it's just you and one other person, I can imagine that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we both roleplayed back then. We would play, like, the roleplay maps on, like, StarCraft, and we did Altanaz, which was a writing forum back then. That was a writing roleplay forum. I mean, it was a full-ass RPG and everything. Like, you get experience for finishing threads, and for telling stories, and you get graded, and you get experience for the grade, and you can, like, upgrade your character, and there's an idea of how balanced your character should be and like how many powers you should have and everything. It was very cool.
That does sound pretty cool.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like I missed out sometimes on stuff like that.
There was some really cool moments. There's some times that I'll never forget, but most of those times were like times with people, not particularly interesting stories. I don't think I remember any of the stories, but I do remember, you know, meeting some people that, you know, I'll probably never forget, right? But the stories of tabletops are just way more. Jesus fucking Christ.
Ooh.
That was risky. Oh, Broken Straight Sword. I wonder if that's fucking dark enchanted. Oh,
That'd
it's
be
not? Okay, so
amazing.
they're just lying? Cool. Screw you. I have...
Speaking of roleplay servers and stuff, there was a... Gosh, you're going to remember the name before me, I'm pretty sure, but it's that space station game. Is it like Space Station 13 or whatever?
There's a person in my
that's
chat
what
who
it
talks
is.
about it constantly.
Oh, man. That's a game that I want to experience it, but at the same time, it's horrifying to imagine getting into it. Wow, that's a drop. Something bad happens down there.
Okay, that was worth.
Oh, weird. Nothing happened.
Oh, I
don't
know
wanna know
what
what killed all those people.
This is the boss fight. Yeah, there's a person. Apparently, there's a Space Station 14 now. It's not a sequel, I don't think. I want to say that Kurd said that the Space Station 14 was, like, made by other people. than Space Station
Wouldn't
13.
surprise me. I think Space Station 13 is like done, like it's over. There's no more development for it. I don't know that for sure though.
I believe that's the case, but I believe that they still add stuff. Oh, I remember this spot. Hold on. This sucks. Oh, cool. I got a Forlorn. There's things in those pools over there.
Ah. I mean, this has got to be an NPC, right?
Yeah, the Forlorns are NPCs. I think the only reason that they're spawning is because of the Covenant I'm in. Immersive gameplay. Yeah, this one hits pretty hard. The other ones didn't really hit that hard. That's fine. He actually did the shield catch. Fuck you. Didn't it even poison me? Oh my god, this is gonna be an uphill battle. Especially because again, this guy has more poise than I have poise. Fuck you. Need to bait out an attack. Not that one.
Oh yeah, he roll called you.
Yep. Yep. Join stream to an invasion. It's an NPC invasion, cat. But yeah. Also Mahari's in here. He's just hanging out. I actually invited Mahari and RSPK, who are some of my better friends. I wouldn't say best friends. No one gets that title. But no.
Best friend is a dangerous word to be slinging around.
Yeah, I only say best friend whenever there's other people in the room so that I can like call out who's my favorite. But
I feel like you do that specifically to Reiko though.
Possibly, specifically because I've known him the longest. I wouldn't be surprised to see myself doing that or hear myself doing that. God. Wall bouncing. But yeah, I invited RSPK and Mahari to join in on my streams randomly because our chemistry, if you want to call it that, during the White Knuckle video that I posted a few days, I found to be very enjoyable. And hopefully I feel like other people will enjoy it as well. So I was just like, hey, anytime I'm streaming, feel free to jump in. You know, do your best to obey the rules. Oh, cool, I missed.
Hope.
Okay. I was just like, I wasn't sure what to do there. Apparently, I can hold my shield in midair. That's knowledge.
That's a perfect clip for just like, and then at the end, just say gaming and then die.
I saw a really amazing clip you just reminded me of someone. It was a 15-second clip that says, "This is what 657 hours of Dark Souls 3 looks like." And did I already show you this one, or did you see it?
No, I have a feeling I know where it's going.
They fought at one of the Silver Knights. That's at like the new Anarlendo, right? It did the most bullshit hitbox ever. They rolled out of it, took 75% of the HP, and then rolled off a cliff.
Yeah.
And I'm just I
knew it had to be fall damage.
Yep. And it's just like, well, it was chip damage from a bullshit hitbox into fall damage, and it's just like, come on, game. You know what? I will thank Dark Souls 2 for one thing. These guys who have literally demigod levels of damage have no poise. Can you imagine if I couldn't stun them?
That'd be the worst. I feel like there was an enemy like that in one of the... I think it was in Dark Souls 3. There was a type of enemy you could run into that hit like a truck. It was really slow, and it had like a million poise, so you couldn't stun it.
That's every 3 enemies in this game. I really hate to say it, but like I've run into probably a dozen so far already. So... yeah.
I know there was one in the Undead Parish in 3 that
the Black
early
Knights.
game
Yeah.
caught me. Yeah, those guys caught me a lot because, you know, you get so used to being able to break everything's poise, and then you run into that guy, and he's just not having it.
Why did all the signs disappear? Did I get hit from the internet? Interesting.
Good question.
All these zombies have weapons enchanted with tetanus, and Ari's character is allergic to that. Oh yeah, the zombies here. We've been hit by one of them, and they do 85% of my HP. So I am horrified by the things in this area. Just to give you guys a quick update. You love any game that lets you counter fall damage? Oh yeah, like fuck, what was it called? VA Proxy. That lets you counter nuclear bombs and fall damage. Yeah.
Oh,
really
I
looking
watched
forward to that game.
That game was a trip. The little, I think it was a beta they put out. Yeah, that game was a trip.
I have a video on it, and it is still to this day, like, I covered a lot of indie games, right? Still to this day, the most successful game, and I get 200 views on it, like, every day, even now. Like, because, I mean, I literally, it was the clickbaitiest of thumbnails ever. The thumbnail was literally, you can parry nukes in this game, and then it's just the image of him cutting the blast wave from a nuke in half. Kind of hard to beat that, right? Like, I peaked on that one. And the best part was that was just their opening cinematic. And it's how I found the game too, is I saw that image on Twitter, because for the longest time I had like this this series of algorithm control things on Twitter where I just saw indie games and like art. But with all of the recent changes to Twitter and stuff like that, that is not, doesn't seem as possible as it used to be. So I just gave up on Twitter as a whole. But it was nice to see indie games all the time. Like, I saw the trailer stuff for Haste, which was the game I was very obviously obsessed with for a while there, like a year and a half ago.
Oh, okay.
I didn't remember how they interacted with the pools, but yeah. I did set the pool on fire because I have a fire sword. Yeah.
Small consolation prize.
Yep. Okay. We're gonna run. Ah. Maybe running was a bad idea. If I remember correctly, those guys back there are worth killing. We're going to come over here. I don't understand what's happening right now.
I mean, you got him.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it though. I believe I've been invaded.
Oh, like actually invaded. Not the place you'd want to be invaded, actually. Okay.
Gloom hands from yeah, no, I agree, Marble. They remind me of the Gloom hands as well from Zelda. Yeah. I feel like this is a thing. How many fragrant branches do I have? We have 3. We're gonna use one here. Is that an enemy or an NPC?
Is he dead?
No, they usually get back up. But sometimes they're enemies. I think that one's an enemy.
And what a dick move. The guy rescues you from being petrified, and your first reaction is just to attack him.
I mean, hollows be hollows. My man got ledged. Yeah, literally. That was the most satisfying PK kill ever. Although, because I didn't get 1,000,000 souls, that wasn't a player. That was a NPC.
Okay.
I get half their souls if they're a player. Fuck! Everything about this...
What?
Okay, maybe it is a player. Oh my god, fuck me. I am not winning this fight. I can parry him.
That is Ungambuga Man.
Can't parry him. Ow. I got the timing right, I think. Oh my god. Dark Souls 2 hitboxes. Thank you so much for your contribution to the series. I mean,
That's
I was
pretty much
complaining
it,
about Dark
felt
Souls
like.
1 as well. Whenever I was fighting Gwyn, I was complaining frequently about the fact that he would hold his sword in the air over top my head and kind of vibrate it, and I would take 90% of my HP. It was not an attack.
I mean, that's pretty much like my.
No. just
No way. That was pretty much my opinion on the PvP. You know, like the Dark Souls PvP before Elden Ring. I just never thought it felt very good.
I actually loved Dark Souls 1 and 3 PvP and Demon Souls PvP. I believe I played Dark Souls 2 entirely offline.
You'll get this, Areima. Look, a tortured artist.
I'd like to think that this is a precursor to the sculptor from Sekiro.
Okay.
I mean, that's what the sculptor did. They put the statues around everywhere, right? There's a
Yeah.
billion statues. This guy has one of the most lethal grab attacks in the game. But it's also one of the easiest bosses in the game. We haven't gotten to the hard bosses yet. There are hard bosses in this game, I promise you. But none of them that we've fought so far are hard. Ooh, I need to be careful of that. Marble just said in chat, I can smell this man. This reminds me, again, the references or the relations to Demon Souls are abound. This reminds me so much of the Blighttown boss specifically. Yep, that's what I was doing. Whenever I said I need to be watchful of that, that's exactly what I was thinking was going to happen. If he ever double attacks me, I'm taking damage. But there was in Demon Souls a boss that was like made out of like beehives and shit. Rude. Okay, I need to pay attention to what's going on here. I wonder if I can parry him.
I don't know. He might have some parryable attacks.
I don't know why, but this music suddenly reminded me of the Dancing Lion music from the Elden Ring DLC. It's nothing the same. Maybe there was just a note or something that was the same or something. But I just like, my brain just like activated and I heard Dancing Lion music. Which, by the way, if you haven't heard the Dancing Lion music, it is probably some of the most epic music in any FromSoft game. Which is fair, that boss is fantastic.
I've actually been wanting to go back and play Elden Ring again because I just didn't get. Is he just gonna rip you in half?
Yes. I believe it does 9,000 damage. I believe I saw in a Zully the Witch video. It just kills you.
That was just death. Gotcha.
Kat just said 1 second before that, Areima, don't die to the boss you just said was one of the easiest in the game. Well,
too late.
I mean, it was basically inevitable.
But yeah, no, like I was saying, I know I mentioned to you in private earlier, but I've been really wanting to go back and play Elden Ring because I just kind of missed the opportunity to play when the DLC just came out. I just didn't have the money or the time.
DLC is fantastic, also insanely hard. I think just because I know you and the things that you enjoy, I think you will really enjoy playing the DLC co-op. You will not enjoy playing the DLC solo.
I just like that game co-op, period. Elden Ring with friends is just a blast.
I do agree. The DLC works with seamless co-op. They had it working like in 2 days, I think. Because Yui is a fucking
awesome.
nightmare of a modder.
Man, modders are very committed, I feel like. They're a very interesting group of people, modders.
They are or they're not. I will say that as soon as you said that, I had some flashbacks to the Minecraft modding scene back whenever Industrial Craft and Redstone the redstone mods and stuff like that. Like with Areima, there was like Areima was a lady who was so good at modding that she like changed the modding code. Like she was a god tier. And the moment she left, everyone was just like, "Do we continue?" And the answer was generally like, no. Like so many modders left as soon as she left because they're just like, and it was largely because of the. It was largely because of the Microsoft purchase, but also because a bunch of people promised a modding API and then it didn't happen for a year, so people were just like, this is not going to happen, right?
Yeah. And
ironically, they do have a modding API now.
That's good.
Yeah.
I guess for me, it's like, when it came to modding communities, I had really good... Oh. Well, that's an attack. I had really good experience with modding communities because I mostly hung around the RimWorld modding community.
Oh yeah, yeah, I can imagine.
Star Wars, Empire at War, the Kenshi modding community is amazing, even if though it's small.
Kenshi is top tier. Leave me alone! I just want to fight the boss! Busy streaming. What's up? Thank you. Areima just knocked on my door. Deliver a package. Hand delivered. Amazon deliveries are getting better these days. They bring them all the way to my door. He did that with my DoorDash like a week ago because the DoorDash showed up at the same time that he got home from work. And I'm like, damn, DoorDash is getting good. Not only did they go to my door, but they delivered it to my bedroom.
Now that's service.
Imagine if DoorDash found my apartment regularly.
Oh man, that would be service right there.
I wouldn't know what to do with myself anymore. I believe there's a mechanic where I can cut one of these guys' arms off, but I don't remember which arm it is.
Imagine it's the grabby arm.
I think so too. Largely because the other arm is like impossible to hit.
That reminds me, I would love to see a game that is like Souls-like in its like general design, where it has a lot of that FromSoft DNA, but is like Monster Hunter.
Yeah. You're basically just talking about like a Souls boss rush almost, right?
Yeah, Souls boss rush, with that same kind of like, you know how you can target parts and stuff, you break them, you get stuff, except you could be more brutal with it. You target parts and like the monster gets really fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Souls already has a lot of monster DNA because like even Demon Souls you could cut off tails, which I always, it took me a long time to realize, but it's just like I realized eventually that like that's legitimately, okay, that's not that big, good. That's legitimately like an homage to Monster Hunter. At least I think it is. I assume that Monster Hunter came first. What? The fuck
What
was that?
He did a cone upwards and killed you in front of him on the other side
There
of the
was
room.
literally nothing even remotely close to me. Unless the hitbox was so large I couldn't see it, like Forest for the Trees kind of situation. Oh my gosh. Okay then. This boss is definitely something. There's a temptation to go get one of those resistance rings and get like a dark resist ring so I can survive those attacks. Woodland Child Victor is such a unique name. Was there fire behind you? No, I rolled towards the door, Marble, so I don't think there was fire behind me. Also, the fire wouldn't one-shot me. We've already stepped in the fire. It does little tiny tips of damage really fast. That one-shot me from close to full. That's why I went ahead and used a thing, because I'm relatively confident now on this guy, and I want enough HP to survive his attacks.
Oh.
If that had thrown me into a fire, I would have died. One of the cool things is in this game, you can use a Radiant Soul Gem while moving. Like, fully while moving. Not close at all. I wonder if I can cut both of his arms off.
That'd be interesting.
It'd be really nice, to be honest. There's some times in Dark Souls and in FromSoft in general where they have allowed us to fully disable a boss. It wouldn't be the first. I'm actively trying to get that arm off. Thank God for the shield mechanic. Even if I have like 1 point of stamina, I still shield it.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. That has saved me so many times in these games.
I just feel the attack coming. I was not in that fire. Okay, so healing to full allowed me to survive it. I'm worried about the other one now. Wow!
Wow.
Fucking
That
predictions.
that had to have been close.
Okay. Basically no points in using Lightning Spear on him. Oh, that's gonna hurt! Am I dead? Oh, never punished.
The motto of Mithra players.
I hate you guys. On concept alone. You know what you've done.
That up B is just not punishable.
I'm just like terrified of his dark attacks now. Because I don't have enough healing anymore. I know I get an item if I break his arm off. Because I saw it on the ground last time. What? What was that? I'm dead.
Oh no, it's so close to. Oh, what? You're alive? Well, now you've got to win. Don't do it. Don't.
What do I do? I was out of potions.
Just stab him.
So that attack does damage to you, I'm convinced, Marble says. Popper might appear again, just be gone. May your luck be high and manage to actually avoid grabs. I feel like we can go ahead and blame Cat because they left the stream by saying we should avoid grabs. So, clearly Cat's fault. They cursed us. I really should have dodged out of the heal. You can dodge out of spells in this game. Wrong button! I thought I had my shield equipped. You know, I should have gone back and upgraded my Essence Flask so that it fully healed me. I have the upgrade materials in my inventory right now. Oh, I am dead. Oh my god, he didn't go for the sweep attack. Okay. It's like, this guy is not, I wouldn't say particularly hard. It's just that he does so much damage, I can't make mistakes, right?
Yeah, that kind of reflects this area, actually.
I do get the impression that I'm here early. What?
What was that? That just
I'm trying to
makes
mash
sense.
out. No, I'm dead. So surprisingly, I can survive that. So I wonder if they changed that for Shallow the First Sin then, because I don't remember that attack being survivable, the grab. Or I successfully mashed out of it. I mean, I was mashing really hard. I don't know if attacks or grabs are mashable in this game. I know they're in Dark Souls and Elden Ring, but
that one I wouldn't know.
I do feel like I'm fighting a Bloodborne boss with the amount of times I have to dodge into this guy. Because that became the strategy in Bloodborne, right? Is you have to dodge in, not around or away, because every attack just chases you. I'm once again very sad that I will not be able to play Bloodborne as part of this.
Bloodborne's such a good game. Actually, of all the Souls-like games I've played, I think Bloodborne was the hardest one for me.
Yeah, I can see that, because it requires a different pacing.
Yeah, it was like a totally different fighting style to what I normally do in Souls games. But it was rewarding. Like, once you got it down, it felt really good.
I love parrying in Bloodborne.
The parry animation in that game is brutal. Basically just ripping people's hearts out.
Well, not only that, but the gun aspect of it.
Oh yeah, shooting them to get the parry, that's another really cool one.
Well, that was my shield.
Okay.
I think that'll heal me, because that was my last radiant. Honestly, it might be worth blocking that instead of trying to dodge it, because if I dodge it and fail, I'll die. Like that.
Ooh. Close.
What the fuck?
You actually had HP left.
I dodged into the fire.
Yeah, but you had HP left when you died.
Oh, it's because I had a soul gem on me, so I was healing over time.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Oh,
That's tragic.
Yeah. I should leave and go do something else. No one has ever accused me of doing things that are good for me, though.
I need to get something to eat.
Oh, what time is it?
It is just about 6 o'clock.
Okay, so I actually need to go soon because of the game, right? Breaker's running at 7.
I believe he's doing 7 o'clock these days.
I never can keep this shit track anymore. I know that's partially my fault, but like everyone runs at a different time now.
Yeah, it used to always be 8 o'clock, but time constraints and stuff.
Being adults.
Yeah, adulting sucks.
It's just trying to get far enough away from him to heal, but despite his enormous mass and incredibly slow speed, he is in fact able to just walk up and do the thing. This area is just painful. Yes, but I want to do it because we're here, and like, if I was dating a third of this way through as how you keep I would have fucking by now, right? Oh, this is the last one of these.
I mean, I don't mind watching. I needed something to take, like, I've been playing a lot of Stalker Gamma this week, and I kind of needed a break from it today.
I actually, whenever I was fighting Gwyn 9 million times, and also whenever I was farming, there was an enemy at the beginning of the game that I wanted to farm, and then found out that it was actually not actually possible to get the item yet. But whenever I was farming that guy, I actually asked chat several times, and multiple people agreed that they are here to see me in pain. So me doing shit like this apparently is just on brand at this point. There's no way I was approaching him near that fire.
I know it's distracting, but I have to make a comment on the design of this boss. Every time his little leg people only move when he moves. Like if
Oh,
he's
that's
sitting
very
still,
cool.
Yeah.
Don't think I would have noticed that, to be honest. Fire behind me. Do not dodge. Fire behind me. Do not dodge. Apparently there's 2 fires there. Weird as it is to say, but I don't like it when he backs up. It makes me nervous.
Like he's gonna throw something.
No, it's just like I don't know what he's going to do, right? I don't know if you were watching my stamina bar up there. That last dodge I did with like half of a tick of stamina off of stamina regen from 0.
Talk about cutting it close.
Yeah. I'm really happy that I have a super stamina ring right now. Please don't start doing that noise again. Because he's below half. Okay, that didn't do that much damage through my shield. That's good news. Choice. Just gonna block it. Too close. And out of S's. I didn't know where the fire was, so I couldn't dodge that one. I'm glad he doesn't, like, light more fires or some bullshit.
No, that would suck. Oh, it's time for the gamer lean. No!
Of course, because he was low HP and I had managed to dodge the scream like 3 times in a row. Of course he would kill me right then. You also notice boss design-wise, the shape of the cage and the positions of the 2 heads poking out makes it look like eyes in the skull. Oh, I didn't see that. I'll have to look out for that. That's very cool, Marble.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like he's amazingly anatomically correct.
I don't like that. I don't like that sentence ever being used to... Okay, I see it, yeah. To be honest, I've been staring pretty heavily at the dude on his right arm. That's, like, actually, like, animated and stuff.
Yeah,
because the guy in his right arm does the same animations as his sword swings, by the way. Even if I dodge that grab, I get nervous. It's not like a big deal for me, but I would like to cut off his right arm and get that item. I might even risk picking up in the middle of the fight so I don't have to worry about it anymore.
does get a little anemic when you take that arm off. 'Cause whenever he does that little arm slam, it just doesn't work.
It basically adds in a dead card to the stack of attacks. I didn't know where the fire was behind me. Couldn't risk it. Move! Fucking arm got in the way. I hate just chunking.
Back, yeah.
I was about to say I hate just chunking those, but I was 90% sure I had a fire directly behind me.
What?
It physically
Okay.
pushed me, but didn't grab me. Oh my god! There has never been a closer dodge in the entirety of Dark Souls. Ho 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 ho! 2 inches to the left, that would have killed me.
You've got to almost have that arm.
I would love to have that arm. There we go.
There it goes.
Cool. There's the item. Worth, to be honest. Partially worth just because, like, I now don't have to worry about it in the future.
Yeah, now you can just kill it.
Would you like to stop spamming? I was trying to bait in attack to heal. Great.
Got it.
Hey, Azale, welcome back. That was a great soul? Really? Really?
You don't think it was hard enough?
That was a Lord Soul. Really? I guess that's why he was relatively difficult. I mean, I don't want to get invaded. Back to the bonfire. He has Nito's soul. Oh, that's why he had dark attacks. Nito's soul. Okay. Okay. That makes so much sense. I do need to come right back to this area, though. There's a secret here. I'm just going to go level up super fast.
You have a call that is more than...
I was getting back-to-back constantly invaded. Azale, there's no way I was going to stay there any longer than I needed to. Okay, so if I do that, that brings my right-hand weapon up to 289. What about strength? Same. Dexterity, even less. Okay, so what? Scaling on the damage in this game, not enormous. What does adaptability raise? Mostly just my resistances. We're gonna do that then. And I do want that 4th slot at some point. Oh, strength raises physical resistance. Interesting. I know they're NPCs, but I had 47,000 souls. Was not
Also,
risking
that guy
it.
is that guy's really tough. I'm actually surprised it keeps happening because you actually killed that guy already.
I think he was defending the boss. Because that's a thing that happens in several Souls games. Okay. Like I said, Azale, we're going right back. Don't worry. Azale is right, though. I did forget that they drop special bonfires that you have to light. That are like references to Dark Souls 1. Did he respawn because of that?
No way.
No. Thank God.
I think that wall is just there because the invader is still alive.
Yeah. I thought there was a thing here somewhere. Do I not have the thing? I don't think I have the thing I need to do this yet.
I'm not sure what you're trying to do.
I don't remember. I remember there's a thing related to the bosses. It's past this room? There's nothing past this room. Oh, there it. Jesus Christ. If Azale wasn't in chat, we would have just missed this. And I would have been so confused later while I was just like, why aren't all of the bosses working? The game just called me a simpleton and a skeptic. It's only 50% right. Oh, yeah, Snake. Snake. This is the thing that, with that other door. Access to a deal. I still didn't light the fucking primordial bonfire. Yeah, this is. I think this will take me right back though. But yeah, this is one of the DLC related things, I believe. Yeah. Someone saw the Lord Vessel and didn't make it correctly. Closed. That feels so much like one of those neon signs, which just like it's like, bro, it's closed. It's like 8 a.m. Come on.
What are you doing here? Get out.
It didn't even say it doesn't open from this side or you don't have what you need. Just closed. Maintenance. I've just gotten 3 texts and an email. It was just the girlfriend. When we can't rest at that one because the sword is broke. Oh, wait. We can rest at this one? Oh, this one just teleports us out. Harbor Ghost, no. Yep. Accurate. There we go. What time is it? It is 6:10. Well, that
It's about
is
time for me to get going.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get food too, because otherwise I'm not gonna eat. So that is. I knew this was going to be a short stream going in because, you know, aim later. But that is going to be where we're going to have to call it today. Thanks for Mahari for joining me, and thanks everyone in chat for joining me. I will not be
Anytime.
streaming this weekend. I will probably stream Nets sometime next week. If you are someone who is not a longtime member, get in the Discord for stream notifications, because I do not have a schedule, and I am not apologetic for it. I will post a link to the Discord in about 4 seconds. Ah, Zale beat me this time. First time ever in Zale's entire life they beat me. But yeah, get in the Discord. There is a chat role for being alerted to the streams. And I hope you guys all have a fantastic night. Bye.